Hello, it's Charlie again, and this is the first day of NaNoWriMo, and I was going to do a Preptober video, but I kind of ran out of time. I was very busy trying to get everything in the household in order so that I would have enough time to write, and I think I'm getting there. So I just wanted to let you know what I did all month while I was working so hard, getting ready for first day of NaNoWriMo. So the first thing I had to do to prepare for NaNoWriMo was to decide on what kind of story I was going to write. Originally, I was thinking I was going to do the sequel to my previous work, but I watched a video by Brandon Sanderson, and he was advising his students in the semester they were going to write a story or something, that they should do something totally new without preconceived notions and limitations. And I thought that was really good advice in spirit of NaNoWriMo, and I decided to do something completely new. This story is called The Last Forest. It takes place in the future when, after a devastating series of events puts the human race at the brink of extinction. And it started out with a character, and I just started building and building from there. I got this really cute little book from NaNoWriMo. It's this very small little book, but I've been keeping it in my back pocket, and I write little notes to myself all month long. I was writing little notes as I was thinking of the story, and basically letting it digest. So the next thing that I wanted to show you that worked really well for me was I printed out Alan Brock's world building Bible template from the internet, and it's really, really extensive, but I went through the whole thing, and it talks about the natural world, location, architecture, religion, all kinds of different things. And I went through the whole thing. Even though it's probably more detailed than I need, I kind of mapped out in my head what the world is going to look like, and my challenge now is to weave it into the story a little at a time instead of info dumping it, which I am prone to do. Usually I feel like when I start something new, I have to explain everything right away, and this time I'm really trying to weave it in gently and as necessary. The next thing that I had to do was to make myself familiar with Save the Cat, which I had heard about before, but I never really understood what it was. And it is basically a guide for screenwriting, but it works really well with novel writing as well. And I felt like it might be beneficial to have some kind of a guide to follow for NaNoWriMo, because usually I just I'm more of a discovery writer, and I just felt like I needed some kind of structure, and I think it's going to work out really well for me. As I've been thinking about the book, I think some of the main parts correspond to the beats of Save the Cat that I've been watching. There's so many. I'm not explaining Save the Cat very well. I think you should, if you're interested in that, look on AuthorTube. There's so many people that can explain it much better than me, but it works really well, and I'm very excited to use this technique in my writing. So the next thing that I had to do was to work on my characters, and I really wanted to have everything written out, their characteristics, their backstories, get a sense of what their voice was like, and I ran out of time, but I kind of have it in my head. I have my main character, who is a queer boy coming of age, and he is kind of not good at anything, but he falls in love with every boy that he meets along the way. It's very fun and interesting. I have a secondary character. She's a I almost want to call her a main character as well. They have dueling stories, and she's very sarcastic. Totally opposite. She knows how to do everything really well. There is a love interest. There are a couple of antagonists. That they are some douchey rich kids. And my main antagonist, who is like a corporate, I want to say warlord, but it's not a warlord. And I don't know, that's as far as I got. But even though I didn't get to write it all out, I'm very excited because this is probably farther than I've ever gotten as far as preparation goes. Usually, like I said, I'm more of a pantser than anything, so I'm very happy to have done so much so far. So today was the first day of NaNoWriMo, and it's still early in the morning, but I am very happy to say I've written about 600 words so far, and I reread them. I'm gonna try not to go back and read or edit or anything like that. I'm just going to try to keep writing and writing. But this time I did. I reread it, and I think it was pretty coherent, and it's an interesting first scene. So I'm very, very excited and hopeful that this story is going to take off, and I'm very excited. So that was my first experience with NaNoWriMo, and I'm so excited. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and thank all the other author tubers for all your great videos and your advice and your inspiration. It's been great, and I really feel like I am way more prepared to write a story than I've ever had before, and I'm very excited about it. So I really want to encourage you all out there and wish you the best of luck with NaNoWriMo, and we'll see you in about another week, and I'll give you a little progress report of how far the story has gone. So thank you so much, and have a beautiful day.